Alright.
Start her off with a Bob Ross and a little discussion of August, which is no fun. And another Bob Ross. Welcome to Friday.
I said you'll have fun, and I won't disappoint you.
Welcome, fellow Kiss fans. Welcome to It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. And like I said in the intro, it is August. And Danny and I always say, Danny was born on July 31st, 1970, same day as John 5. They're like 5 hours apart. And also share a birthday with my mom. But Danny and I always talk about right after Danny's birthday, you hit August 1st. And I don't know if it's a carryover from when we were kids, but the remainder of the summer is just kind of a bummer. Like, that excitement's gone. June, July have that excitement and fun, and then August you get that school's about to start up. Even though none of us are in school, if you are, I apologize, because school's about to start up, and the rest of the summer is a bummer. So with that bummer, let's go into HOTFACE and hopefully change this bummer into some fun. I don't really have a hot face this week. I think my hot face this week is going to be a few eBay comments. And my first comment on eBay is slow right now. I have not found anything I wanted on eBay for quite a while. We're going on a month of no real eBay scores, you know, like nothing to like really set your heart on fire. I did buy a poster from Kiss Museum, which I'm very excited about. But other than that, eBay has been dry for me. And I even talked to FL Dog, and he said he kind of felt the same. Wondering if you all feel the same, if eBay is kind of dried up. Sorry to turn a positive hot face into a bummer, but that's my gripe. And eBay's just dried up. Curious of your thoughts, and leave your hot face comments below. Hopefully we can ramp this up into something good. So the topic tonight, I thought we would also just kind of, oh my gosh, just kind of be a bummer. Talk about August. And to me, like I said in the intro, August is just kind of a bummer. August is like the January of the summer months. August is just kind of there, and nothing really fresh and exciting is coming from the month. September starts to feel good, you know? And so I was wondering, I'm a big Seasons of Kiss person, and putting a season to every Kiss album, nerd stuff. But I'm really big on that, and I always have been since high school. So I was wondering, what is the August Kiss record? And I'm in the Midwest. If you've been in the Midwest area, you know of this corn sweat business. And it is just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Like 2 weeks ago was unbearable. It was like, felt like 115 degrees outside. So I would say the August record of the catalog, in my book, would be Hotter Than Hell. That is a good August record. I personally consider the summer months to be Rock and Roll Over and Love Gun. Those are huge summer records for me. Throw in Alive 2 there also. That is May, June, July. But then we hit August, and what do you play? I think this year I'm going with Hotter Than Hell because, A, it's been so god-awful hot here in the Midwest, but Hotter Than Hell just kind of has that vibe. I think like New York City, even though it was recorded in LA, I get it, but I think New York City summer, just that guitar sound, very Augusty. I think Hotter Than Hell is a great back to school record because you kids are going back to school and August sucks. Back to school shopping with your parents, going back to school itself, summer is over. And how long before we can start playing these? The wonderful solo albums. How long before we can start playing these? I can tell you, I personally start playing the solo albums around Labor Day. I put up my Halloween decorations on Labor Day weekend because I like 2 months of Halloween decorations in the house. And so the solo albums kick on at Labor Day. Now Phantom usually hits around October. Phantom doesn't feel right in September to me. Of course, the solo albums do, Gene being number 1 of the bunch. But the solo albums are always a very September dive, even into October. Which brings me to what is the November record I always go to. And it's a purchase I just made on Kiss Online. Now, I did not buy this when it first was released. And this was my very first flash sale I ever participated in on Kiss Online. Normally those like flash sales are like the 12 days of Christmas thing. Kind of just don't appeal to me. But I clicked on the flash sale and they actually had some cool stuff. I felt like they were getting rid of the inventory and they kind of had some cool stuff. And I picked up the German half-speed master of the Elder in that beautiful Mylar cover, embossed. You can feel the hand, you can feel the Elder, and then of course you got the logo in the classic altered logo, and it's embossed. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. Probably doesn't pick it up on camera, but just has that wonderful Mylar finish to it. I think these were numbered. I have number 1643. And then of course you have the inside, which is also Mylar. This thing smells delicious too. Doesn't smell like an old Playboy. Kind of has a Revenge tour book smell. And since this is a re-release, it does have some goodies inside. A cardstock print of the Japanese Obi cover, and on the back is this cool photo of the band in those Elder costumes during that Elder photo shoot. Love these photos. I love this era. So new wave night flight video fun right there. When you first could order the Kiss Online German half-speed master, it actually came with a bag. It wasn't like the original Japan bag, but it was like a new bag. And it was pretty cool. But again, I slept on this and missed it. And of course, these ones that are left in inventory don't have that bag anymore. But I do have the record with that Obi sheet and a couple other goodies inside. The record sleeve with the lyrics in English. And that altered logo. As well as a little book of the songs in German. So there you go. How cool is that? Stuff like this is fun. And that's why I could not pass this up. Little goodies in your records. Makes all the difference in the world. And not to mention, the actual vinyl looks absolutely delicious. I did not want to put the hype sticker like I normally do on the cover because I love the Mylar cover, so I stuck it here on this sleeve that they provide. But I love this vinyl. It's just clear, and to me that is just absolutely beautiful, and it's translucent vinyl. I love it. So let's go ahead and do a little poltergeist action with the half-speed master of the Elder.
Tell us about your life. No!
Perfect.
So there you go. We kind of have the rest of our summer and intro into fall planned out. When you tell I'm kind of over summer, I don't know. Summer is, I'm ready for it to be over. I'm ready for some fall fun. Speaking of fun, one new item did enter the Wax Night house a couple weeks ago that I thought we'd talk about while we're here. Let's end this on a high note and back to school note too, because this is the 1978 Stewart Hall Kiss notebook of the Alive 2 posters with the autographs. I've always thought it was very strange that they have this bar of black right here between Gene and Peter. I never quite understood that. Probably a layout thing that I know nothing about, but here is the teen scene Stewart Hall Kiss notebook from 1977. Forgive me for that if I said 78 earlier. I forget that these two are actually from 77, and I do not believe either one of these, no, they do not have the red merch form. Yeah, so both of my, speaking of going back to school, I did a reel about going back to school using this notebook, and I wrote "School Sucks" and drew the makeup in there. Non-mint means more fun, right? I ruined my own merchandise. So the 77 notebooks, back to school, good times there. And the funny thing is, to complete my 78 set, Ace is not the last one to arrive. We have the solo group notebook. Sorry, trying to hold all these with the merch form. Then we have Ace. Merch form? No? No merch form on Ace. And we have Paul. Merch form? Yes. Paul has a merch form, and Peter, merch form, yes. So there are the 78. These aren't the teen scene ones. These are the ones with the actual Kiss logo on the back. And Ace is not the last one. I need a Gene. Bid on a Gene once and got beat, and I haven't found another Gene yet. Speaking of eBay, people I'd like to get rid of, there's a guy who has all the notebooks on eBay, and he wants $666. I'm just never gonna buy a notebook for $600, so nothing against the seller. You want to sell a notebook for 600 bucks? God bless you. I'm just never gonna buy it, so just eBay, give us the ability to hide that stuff, you know? It's a store we don't want to shop at. We're not gonna walk past it anymore. Sorry to be a bummer tonight. I don't mean to be. Life is good. I think it's just work is always a joy. But you know what's more of a joy? Talking to you guys on a Friday night about Kiss. Because we have, I feel like, cue Weezer. We have Kiss posters on our wall, and we're talking nerd with our friends. See? Instant good mood. Thank you all for hanging with me. Means the world to me. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to Friday night with you. And we have these puppies. Oh, look at old Shandi girl. Shandi says, I love living here. I love living here. I am a YouTube star, and I have a rock star name. Thank you for hanging with us and waxing a little rock and roll nostalgia with us here tonight. Little boy is totally sleeping, so we're not going to wake him up. Shandy's here. Be good to your baby. Spay, neuter, microchip. Take care. Be safe. We will talk to you soon. She loves to wag that tail.